Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome back to Extracurricular Activities. On the last episode, which I didn't like how it got there, but you know what, it got there, and it's good now, and I'm just waiting for the fucking hat to drop. Speaking of hats, I ran out. I could repeat a few. Let me know which one was your favorite. I think the fan favorite was the Fox hat, or maybe the Mario hat. But, you let me know. You let me know. Huh, this place seems familiar. I feel like I've been here before. You wandered through the trees, admiring the scenery. You were on a dirt path, but you didn't know where it was leading you. Everything was peaceful, with the sun filtering through the leaves of the trees all around you. Off the path, you could hear something. To you, it sounded like someone chopping wood. You strayed away from your path to locate the source of the noise. Just beyond the trees lining the path, you found the cause of the sound. There he is. There he is. Oh, it's you, Spencer.
Hey, Adam. Glad to see you here again.
Again? I've been here before.
You don't remember?
Spencer walked towards you after tossing his axe aside. It appeared that he had been cutting logs in half before you showed up. His fur glistened with sweat, and he ran his wrist along his brow to wipe away any before it dropped into his eyes.
You were here not too long ago with me. Just a few days ago, even.
Really? Why can't I remember that?
Good question. I'd think this would be something you wouldn't forget. As a matter of fact, you left so abruptly. Where were we?
He grinned at you and pushed you back against a tree.
Remember anything yet?
No, I really don't remember, Spence, but what are you doing?
Just shut up.
Spencer pushed his body against you, pinning you to the tree before pressing his lips against yours in a passionate kiss. Oh, my. Oh, and you woke up again. God damn it, Stalinist Pikachu is to blame. Dots. I should have known. It was just like the dream I had a few nights ago. It seemed to have continued. Not that I mind, but I really wish I could have stayed asleep a bit longer. I don't have to be up for another 30 minutes. Guess I have time to shower before heading to school. Let's get the day started then. Wouldn't it be an interesting twist if, like, you know, this seems like the most normal game I'm playing and most relatable, and then all of a sudden at the very end it's like everyone's connected in this weird dream thing. Everyone's connected and it's all tied into each other, and when you dream about someone you're connected, linked like old school phones. You're just connected, and then like it's some cyber network and some Matrix shit, and then like Coach Grifter's really like Morpheus or some shit. Wouldn't that be interesting? Shit. I say shit a lot. I'm a little early, but normally Spencer is early too. Doesn't look like he's here yet though, but maybe he'll be here shortly so we can chat a little. I spent a little while texting him last night, but that was something we've never really done before. He wants me to go to the club tonight to keep him company while he works, which seems a bit odd, but I don't mind. You lost yourself in thought waiting for Spencer to arrive. Something else he had mentioned while you were texting was that he wanted to keep what's going on between the two of you a secret for the time being. Uh-oh. But you knew one person in particular would be poking all around your business. It's Darius! I knew it! I knew it was going to be Darius. I was hoping to catch you alone. Hey, Darius. By the way, I wanted to mention something. I mentioned that whatever happened in the when we were making the deal with Darius, that I was not going to blame him for whatever happened next. I was expecting him to just get super gropey and super touchy-feely. I wasn't expecting him to call in a fake rape. So, no. I blame Adam, Darius, and I blame the fucker that was doing that, because you should know that that's not a thing you do. I blame all of them shits. I think someone sent me someone sent me a message that I think was referencing that, saying that I defended that bastard. I'm not going to mention who it was in case I'm wrong, but, no, I blame him now. I blame Adam, but all three, it's not like 60, 20, 20. It's a little more evenly spread, this blame. Hey, Darius. I heard things went according to plan. Plan? So I was right. Jeez, Darius. You really did push things to the limit there. Hey, you said I didn't have a boundary, so I had the perfect plan. Spencer came to your rescue, didn't he? Yeah. And you two had a nice little chat afterwards, didn't you? Yeah, we talked some, yeah. You think I don't know what the conversation was about? You had your friend eavesdropping on us too? Well, duh, I set it all up, so I deserve to see how things played out. You two a thing now? Well, not quite. No? What the hell? What the hell? One step at a time, Darius. We're gonna go out on a date and see how things go from there. Oh, you two are like that. Well, yeah, we've been friends for years, but this is different. We're just testing the water, so to say. Alright then. You better at least let me know how big he is when you see it. I've never been able to catch him in the locker room. Jeez, whatever, Darius. It's the least you could do for me for setting you two up. I was bothering you, noticed Spencer walk into the room. Of course. Hey guys. Yo, Spence, Adam told me there was some trouble in the lockers after all. Yeah, some guy was harassing him. Had him pinned against the locker when I got there. Good thing I trusted you for a change. Darius feigned a look of shock at Spencer's comment. Trust me for a change? Does that mean you normally wouldn't trust me? Hey, give me a good reason to trust you and maybe I will. Oh, Spencer. Darius smirked and tickled the little canine's chin with his fingers. Darius smirked and tickled the canine's chin with his fingers before slinking off to his desk. I swear that cat doesn't know the meaning of restraint. You got that right. Anyway, how'd you sleep last night? Pretty good once my phone stopped going off. You blushed as he grinned at you. Sorry about that. I don't normally text so much. Don't worry about it. I don't normally text like that either. Did you fucking sparks and shit. Did you sleep well? Yeah, I did. Slept pretty soundly. Not to mention that dream I had, though. Woke up earlier than normal, though, and that gave me time to really get my day started. Ah, that's good to hear. I normally get up pretty early myself. Gives me time to have breakfast and take a shower. Spencer took a seat beside you when the coach walked into the room. It was time for class to start. Class proceeded like normal with the coach giving a lecture about poetry and upcoming assignments and other bullshit. It seemed to drag on more than usual today, though. You were really looking forward to the plans you had for this evening. That's how it always goes. If you count down the minutes are like 90 seconds long. That's how it fucking works. Once class with the coach ended, you followed Spencer to your next class. Jeez, the teacher's out again today? Yeah, it seems awful convenient, isn't it? Motherfucker. Do we even have a math teacher anymore? It's making fun of itself. I wonder about that myself. He hasn't been around in over a week. All he's done lately is email us our assignments. Looks like it'll probably be the same thing with today's class. How have you been doing with him? I've been doing fine. At least he's including videos about what we're doing. It's not too hard to keep up with. I just don't like not being able to ask questions when something doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, that's annoying, I'm sure. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I always understand everything. You can always ask me if you need help, though. I've got a solid grasp on... Oh, fuck it. I was making that joke, and he fucking said it. I've got a solid grasp on everything. So, not everything. Gotta wait for that. So I can always help you if you need it. Well, I suppose if that's all there is to do today, I think I'm gonna head over to the dance studio for a bit. I'm sure that the girls will appreciate having another guy to dance with. Maybe you should give it a shot, too. What, me? Dance? How about it? You want to join me in there today? It's a great workout, and you can think of it as a team-building exercise. I don't know about that. I think I'd look funny in there. I'm sure you would, too. But I still think you should try it. That's not very encouraging. What should I do? Fuck it, go. That's not... have fun. Just enjoy yourself, god damn it. Alright, fine, I'll give it a shot. You better not give me a hard time about it, though. Don't worry, I won't. I've got a spare leotard. Oh, Jesus, that should fit you just fine. Do I really have to wear one of those, too? Of course, your tennis outfit just won't cut it for these routines. Come on, there's a changing room in the studio so we can use. Oh boy, this can't end well for me. Dance D room. Here we go. Here's the extra leotard for you. Sorry, this is the only room we have to change in, so you'll just have to change right here. It's not like I've never changed in a locker room before. And you caught me in there yesterday in just my underwear, pinned against the locker.
Good point. Well, let's get changed, and I'll introduce you to the girls.
Okay. You turned your back to Spencer as you stripped off your clothes. You glanced over your shoulder, curious to see if he had turned away from you. He was rummaging around in a locker on a wall, already having set his clothes folded neatly inside.
Give me your clothes, and I'll put them in with mine.
Ah, okay, here. He handed your rolled-up clothes to Spencer, who in turn rolled his eyes at you with a sigh.
Your clothes are gonna get wrinkled like this. You should fold your clothes.
He shook out your clothes and folded them neatly before putting them on top of his own. Fucking fuck, dude. Sorry.
Well, you gonna put on the leotard, or you just gonna stand there and stare at me?
God, I'm working on it. Once more, you turned your back to him so he couldn't see how red your face had become. You managed to put your outfit on, and you turned your back to Spencer. He had been watching you struggle to put it on.
Doesn't look bad on you. Come on, let's go. Let's get out there now. The girls are already trying to peek in on us, so let's give them something to stare at now.
Okay. And we're in the dance room.
Alright, so let's start off with those stretches. You want to make sure you're nice and limber before you start doing any dancing. Just mimic what I do. If you can't stretch out quite as far as I do, just go as far as you can without hurting yourself, alright?
Got it. All the girls are staring at us now. Aren't you going to at least introduce me?
I will once we finish our stretches. They'll want to get their hands on you too, since it looks like we're the only two guys in here today.
Spencer went over the several stretching routines with you, and they were pretty much the same as you did during practice. You were feeling pretty self-conscious about wearing the leotard, though.
But they'll have to settle with spending more time watching, since I have to show you the ropes first.
You noticed in the mirrors that it really hugged your body, and whenever Spencer was stretching, it let you know just how much of your form it was showing off to the onlookers.
You alright, Adam? You look really uncomfortable.
Say you're fine. I mean, he's going out on a limb, he's bringing you in, and you really just started. You got to give something a chance sometimes, you know? You just got to get into the groove, you know? I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. I just realized how revealing these leotards are.
They have to fit your body, else you're not going to be able to move properly. You'll get used to it. And on top of it, you look pretty damn good in one, too.
Again, you felt your face burning and looked away from Spencer while you both finished your stretching exercise.
Now that we're done with that, let's introduce you to everyone. Alright, girls, gather around so I can introduce you. I know you've all been waiting.
Almost instantly, the girls gathered around you both. Most of them seemed to be around your age, and a few of them looked even younger than that.
This is my friend Adam. He'll be dancing with us today to get a little bit of a workout. He's also my doubles partner on the tennis courts. We'll be doing some exercise in here together, and I think we'll strengthen how we work together out there, too. So, sorry, he'll be in my hands mostly this time.
You heard a few audible sighs from the crowd, and Spencer heard it, too.
Don't worry, I'll share, and if he likes it this time, he'll be back.
I will be.
You will be. Alright, so back to whatever you were doing. It's time I teach this guy a thing or two about dancing.
The girls scattered and went back to their own routines, and Spencer pulled you away to a pole in the center of the room. Really? You're going to start me on the pole? Funny video if you're ever looking to see beginners try to do this stuff. Markiplier and the Game Grumps tried to do... It sounds like a fucking weird band from the 70s. Markiplier and the Game Grumps! They did a couple of pole dancing videos with like an expert, and then these bumbling buffoons trying to do things. It's actually pretty funny. I'd recommend watching those.
Well, I made you put on the leotard, so you might as well start you off here. You're in pretty good shape, so I don't see why I shouldn't start you here. Unless you'd rather start off with...
Spencer grabbed your hand and wrapped his other arm around your waist, catching you off balance as he dipped you backwards, leaving you flailing to grab a hold of his shoulders as he kept you leaned back.
Something a little more personal?
Oh! You noticed all the girls had stopped what they were doing to watch again as Spencer brought you up to a standing position. With a hard swallow, you stepped away from him with a sheepish look on your face. Let's stick to the pole for now.
That's what I thought.
I'd not mind dancing like that with him if we were alone, but not with all these girls watching, or while we were in these outfits. I could feel every bit of him against me, and I'm afraid I might get a little excited.
Let's keep it really simple for now. Just watch what I do, and I'll have you mimic it.
Spencer grabbed the pole with one hand, circling around it before grabbing it with his second hand. While spinning himself around, he raised one leg and wrapped it around the pole, continuing to twirl with it. He let go of the pole with one hand and continued to spin a couple of more times before pulling himself up against it to end the spin.
Pretty basic looking, right?
Seems easy enough. Let me give it a shot. You grab the pole and Spencer had and begin to spin yourself around. After a single rotation, you stop, though.
What's wrong?
This feels a bit silly.
It will until you get used to it. Now come on, do what I did.
You started back to what Spencer had shown you, and you seemed to imitate what Spencer had done near perfectly.
Not bad. Your body seems a little stiff, though. Loosen up a little. Don't be so tight. Have fun with it. Do it a few more times.
You did as you were told, spinning around the pole over and over. Eventually, you had to stop.
Okay, enough spinning. I'm getting dizzy. I was wondering how long it would take. Your body gets used to it eventually. Here, I'm going to show you another one. This one is pretty basic, too.
Spencer went on to spend the next hour with you, showing you a variety of spins and moves to perform while pole dancing. Eventually, he had moved on to some more complex moves, causing the girls to gather around again. You tried to execute some more things that you'd shown up, but ending up failing, falling to the ground instead. After falling several times, you decided you had enough for one day. Alright, I think that'll do it for me today, tooth.
Okay, I think you're right. You're gonna end up with a bruise if you fall like that again. You are doing pretty good with it, though. It's not hard to do, and it really can be fun. You think you'll join me again?
I suppose I will. I think everyone would like that, huh?
Everyone would. Time to change and head out. I'd like to rest before heading to work tonight.
Good idea. You followed Spencer back to the changing room and swapped back into your normal clothes before parting ways with him. Why wouldn't you just catch a ride with him? I mean, it's saying that you gotta go home and take a nap before... What are you, 70? Fucking just take a ride with him. Saves you on the bus fare. Whatever. You were going to see him later that night, and you decided to go home and take a nap before heading off to the club. Spencer said to meet him there around 7. It's nearly 6 already, so I should get going, otherwise I'm going to be late. We're back here again. I didn't expect to be back here so soon. I wonder where Spencer is. He said he'd be serving drinks on the floor. Maybe I'll grab a seat at the bar and see if the bartender has seen him. You found an isolated stool at the bar and sat down, waiting for the bartender to show up. After a moment, he emerged from a room at the side of the bar. Oh my good God! What the hell is this? I mean, all the other ones have a profession. I don't know what this is. I mean, he's saying howdy, so I go,
Howdy, what can I get for you to drink tonight, sir?
I'll have whatever he had to get this big. And just a water for now. I'm actually looking for someone.
Looking for someone, eh?
Canine scooped some ice and dumped it into the cup before filling it with water and handing it to you. Thanks. I'm looking for White Thunder. Any idea where he is right now?
Oh yeah, he's back here too. He's making some drinks for a table. Hey Thunder, get out here! What is it, Pam? This guy's looking for you. Oh, you're here, Adam. Sorry, it might take me a little longer before I can go on break. I have a couple of tables that I'm really working over. I'm going to get a big tip from them. Pam, you mind keeping my friend here company while I finish with my tables? Sure thing, man. I'll take good care of him. I'll be back soon, Adam.
Alright, I'll be here.
You must be the friend he mentioned earlier. He said one of his friends showed up here unexpectedly the other night.
Yeah, that'd be me. I really threw him for a loop that night.
You sure did. I've never seen the guy so flustered. Not even when I saw him naked in the back.
What? You You've seen him naked? Yeah, the poor guy. Had a customer giving him a really hard time one night. They ended up dumping a whole pitcher of beer on him. I had to step in for that mess and escort the customer out. He went off to the showers to clean up, and I went in to let him know that I had taken care of the problem. As you can see, I'm a tall guy, so sitting over the wall in the shower stalls isn't that much of an issue for me. Couldn't help but take a peek at what he's been hiding from everyone, and when he realized what I was doing, I got all sorts of embarrassed. Of course, soap, steam, and water blocked a lot of what I was looking at, but I'd say it was still impressive.
Jesus! How overt do you need to be? He stared blankly at Bam, unable to really form a coherent thought. All you could think about was trying to sneak a peek at Spencer in the showers.
You still with me? Snap, snap, you seem a little, bit dazed.
I'm just a bit jealous.
Jealous, huh?
Or did I say that out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Bam grinned and leaned down to the counter to put himself at eye level with you.
I can see why. You've not seen him in anything less than that. His underwear or something?
Or maybe.
I've seen him next to nothing a few different times, you know. Our changing rooms aren't really private. You should see the look on his face when someone grabs his butt. Oh, his fur gets all bristled up and he begins wagging his tail around to protect himself. It's really cute. As a matter of fact,
at that time Spencer came back around the corner with a few empty glasses.
Hey, Thunder, I got a joke for you.
I don't know if I can handle hearing one of these.
Hey, come on, it'll be fun.
Bam winked at you when he did that. You had no idea what he was planning to do.
What's the difference between a frog and a horny toad?
I don't know. What?
One says ribbit ribbit, and the other says rub it rub it.
Poor fucking joke. As he finished up the joke, he clapped a large paw against Spencer's backside and gave it a few rubs. Just as Bam had said, Spencer's fur became rustled up and he looked like he was going to try and beat the larger canine with the tray he was holding.
Damn it, Bam, not in front of the customers! Oh, so you're saying if I follow you back into the back and do that, it's okay?
No! Just get back to work. Adam, don't let this guy give you a hard time.
I don't know. I don't think he's the one who needs to worry about having a hard time.
Bam reached for Spencer's crotch, but your friend was quick to smack his hand with a tray before he turned his tail and stomped off.
He's so easy to get riled up. So what you want to drink now? It's on me. It's not literally going to be on me, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Unless you'd rather have it that way.
I'll have a strawberry margarita, in a glass, preferably.
Okay. On the rocks or blended?
On the rocks.
Coming right up.
It only took a moment for him to mix you a drink, and once he had passed it off to you, he stepped away to tend to a few other guests at the bar. We watched on as he proceeded to flirt and tease each one in some way, even going as far to reach up high to grab something from over... What the fuck? Even going so far as to reaching up high to grab something from over the counter while letting the sizable bulge packed in his shorts rest on the counter. Good God. He knew what he was doing too. You noticed the patrons tossing bills into a tip jar so frequently you wondered just how much money he pulled in from that alone.
How's the drink? Strong enough?
It's pretty potent, but it still tastes pretty good.
I sure know how to mix them, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you can have a way with customers too, it looks like.
You know it. I'm more liberal than your friend, though. I'm gonna flaunt it all if it's gonna make me some good cash.
I don't have to flaunt it all to make money, though.
You'd make more if you did, don't you agree, Adam?
Don't bring me into this shit, man. I'm gonna side with Spencer on this one. Just let me just spend it with you. It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters in this case. He's got a way with words, and I've seen him interact with customers before. He knows what he's doing, and he doesn't have to show off everything. He's right there. I'm pretty smooth when it comes to my customers. Some simple teasing and just being friendly goes a long way.
Chick, you haven't watched me work, though. I'm friendly and I tease even more than you.
But at the end of the night, I always bring in more than you, don't I?
Yeah, whatever.
Bam swatted a paw at Spencer before walking away. We always compare tips at the end of the night. He knows I've got him there. But now that he's gone, how's it been in here so far? Sorry it took so long for me to get a break. I really couldn't bail on that table. They left me a pretty good tip.
It's all good. Bam's certainly an interesting one to talk to.
Yeah, he's a really friendly guy. Certainly takes some getting used to working with, though. I swear, he doesn't understand what personal space is. You want something to eat? I could order us a snack if you like.
I could go for a snack or something.
Hey, Bam! Get us an order of boneless wings.
Sure thing!
There we go. That'll be out shortly. We can share them since I really only want something light right now anyway. I see you're drinking too.
Yeah, he offered me a drink, so I took him off on the offer.
No harm there. I guess it'll be good. It's good I'll be driving you back home tonight.
You sure you don't mind me being here this long while you work?
Nah, I don't mind. Like I told you, tonight is a pretty slow night, as you can see. We don't have a lot of people coming by at this time of week. Relax, chat with the guys here, enjoy yourself a bit. There'll be a show in a bit too. You might enjoy it if you liked watching me on stage. I'll admit the guy is a bit more skilled than I am, but he really gets into it, and he really gets into it.
Maybe I'll watch.
You will.
Not much more time passed before Bam returned with a tray of chicken on it. I put some extra on there for you guys. I'll just tack it onto your check if you want, Thunder.
Yeah, that's fine, thanks. Well, eat, Adam. This is the best food we serve. I really like this chicken.
Seems to really be a big fan of the chicken. You spent the next 15 minutes chatting with Spencer while eating the chicken he had ordered. When the chicken was all done, Spencer stood up.
I have to get back to work. I'll swing by here and there so we can chat. The show starts in about an hour, so make sure you can get a good seat before then.
Really? A show in an hour? That's very spaced out. Sure thing, Spence. Well, now that he's gone, I guess I can enjoy the atmosphere. He said I should chat with the other guys working here, but most of them look pretty busy. Thunder abandoned you already?
Yeah, his break was over already.
That's a shame. How much longer are you going to stick around?
I'll be here till he gets off work. He's going to be my ride home.
Oh, seems like there's more going on between you two than I originally thought.
Well, we've been friends for a long time. He'd rather me not take the bus home once it gets too late.
I see. Well, since you're not driving, have another drink on me again.
You sure? I have some cash. I can pay for it.
Don't worry about it between you and me. I'm not even charging him for the food. I just told him that so he'd not get mad at me.
You're not getting in trouble for that, are you?
Nah, I'm allowed to do this whenever I see fit. Now's a great time for it. So, another margarita for you?
I guess so. Maybe it'll help loosen me up a little bit more.
You bet it will. I'll give this one an extra kick.
Ben prepared another drink for you and passed it off, waiting for you to take a sip. Sure enough, he had packed a pretty big punch to it, causing your face to pucker. Oh, geez, that's strong.
Still good, though, isn't it?
Oh, snap, that's pizza. Alright, guys, pizza's here, so I guess we're cutting this episode off here. It's a pretty average length episode, so thank y'all very much for watching this episode of goddamn, this guy is big. But on the next one, we'll see. I don't know what we'll see. We'll just continue with day 9. I don't really know how to go special with this new stuff. But anyway, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I speak for the voices in my head when I say until next time, fare thee well.
Bye, everyone!
I'm gonna eat some pizza, motherfucker. It's like the Spider-Man Homecoming cover. The box looks fucking cool.